For phosphorus, it goes 2.5 times than under conventional irrigation. For potassium, it goes up to 80%. Dosing system, if we see over the years, Netafim has gone from Venturi to the Fertigate 5G in 2023. So we have developed the fertigation technology. The Grow Sphere, basically, it's a platform. It's the platform for simple digital farming solution for irrigation and fertigation management for all farms, for all sizes, all shapes, and technological capabilities. It includes all three operations, that is the irrigation, agronomic operation, and hydraulic execution. So Growsphere is basically to plan, to act, to monitor, review, and get the recommendations. So this is how the system works. We have the RTUs in the field. They provide the data to the MCU. It is again goes to the cloud, and basically based on that, the recommendations are given. So these are some of the excellent installations what we have done. We have installed about 3,000 units all over India. And you see, in a dosing system, 41 is basically for the open fields and orchards. Then Fertigate 3G is for orchards and also for the net houses, while the Netaflex 3G and Netaflex 4G is recommended for greenhouse, soilless, and soil culture. So actually, we work on a hydromix technology. Basically, water and nutrient, they're mixed, and then they are sent to the crop. So Fertigate basically, so it is for 3 to 4 channels, while the Netajet is for 3 channels. 41 is for the small farmers having 1 channel. The application capacity is different, varies from 400 to 1,000 liters per hour. Then we have the EC and pH control that is in a Netajet, and hydromix and PRV facilities available in case of the Netajet. So basically, these are some of the excellent installation we have done all over the India. You see, this is for the mainland, multi-mainland. Then potential, actually, if you see, there is a tremendous potential for the micro irrigation in India, because 44% of the irrigated area, world's largest area, is there in India. So there are about 193 key players, including Netafim, Jain, Rivelis, APC, and we have total about 193 players, out of which 12 are exclusively in drip and 99 are in sprinklers. So basically, if we see from the students' point of view, we can have the people in sales, agronomy, marketing, design, after sales, DFS, projects, agriculture graduates, both engineering and agriculture graduates. So personal development, so who is responsible? You yourself is responsible for this. Self-learning and upgradation is a continuous process. So farmer expectation from the micro irrigation company is that it is the design, the basic agronomic advice, guidance for using the maintenance of the irrigation system, farming practices, and general agriculture advice. So if the students or anybody who wanted to come in the micro irrigation industry as an employee, as a dealer, or as a distributor, he has to be compatible with this charge, adopting with the company's pace, waiting to get hands dirty, and equipped with a whole of a lot of common sense. So basically, self-confidence and courage, modesty and self-awareness is required for the distributor or the dealers. So personality values, as we know, we need to be active, accountable, flexible in work, creative in work, passionate at work, and we know to have the academic values like AutoCAD, irrigation dynamics, agronomy basics. So be ambitious, be courageous, be committed, be professional, be prepared, engage in a continuous learning. So as far as Netafim, what we did actually, so we have conducted, sir, full semester digital farming solution course for the MPKV students. We have conducted online and offline training to the students of 68 colleges. Industrial training we have given for the 143 students. Finally, a project work also we are involved. So basically, Netafim, we are the farmers. Every day, 2 million farmers wake up early and they put their trust in a Netafim. So this is how basically Netafim is now a part of Orbia. Orbia is a big group having a 90,000 crore of a sales turnover. So we have different companies like Duraline, Wavin, Vestovit, Alpagari, Kaura, and Netafim is there for the precision irrigation. Our global impact is, so we have the market cap of about US $4.4 billion, and we are working in more than 100 countries, while operations footprint is in more than 50 countries. So industry basically demands now the new trends which are coming is in carbon credit, digital marketing, digitalizing agriculture, sustainability, product tracing, rapid mechanization, and most important is the corporate farming. So friends, Netafim is world's #1 company having the market share of more than 30%. We have 17 manufacturing plants, 29 subsidiaries. Our headquarters is there in Israel. We have more than 5,000 employees working in more than 110 countries, having $1 billion sales, $1 billion sales. So this is how Netafim is providing the offerings in micro irrigation, project, digital farming. So friends, Netafim India presence, if we see, there are 3 manufacturing plants, 2 at Baroda, 1 is at Chennai, We have the head office at Vadodara and 4 regional offices. There are so many warehouses, and we are working all over India. So friends, it's most important from the student's point of view, all agriculture engineering graduates and agriculture graduates, let's act now for better tomorrow. So this is how I'm thanking one and all. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I started with NetFM.
Yes, sir. I know.
I've got the professor.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Engineer Deshmukh. As a matter of fact, I started my drip irrigation research with NetFM in 1987 at Rutgers University in New Jersey. That's where so NetFM was my sponsor of research in 1987, 88, like that. Maybe I should invite Dr. Balakrishna Jain from Jain Irrigation. Is he here? Huh? So we listen to another fellow. Come on. Because NetFM has provided a good challenge to you now. Come on, James. Huh? No, they are your good partners.
Yes.
So,
जी
फटाफट करिए. We don't have much time.
हाँ विषय प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं किया ना
है presentation?
था लेकिन बड़ा था
ऐसे ही बोल दीजिए.
हाँ respected chairman, co-chairman, rapporteurs and dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. My subject is empowerment of youth through the after-sales service in micro-irrigation for the empowerment in agriculture. I remember in 1996-97, when Dr. Mahendra was the chairman in technical session in sugarcane conference in VSI, and he remembered the importance of after-sales services. I am from Jain Irrigation, is the largest employer also for the agriculture graduates and agriculture engineers. And we have a huge network in our country, as well as outside the country, where we are in 118 countries. We are number 1 in India in micro-irrigation business. So here, for the youth, empowerment of youth and transforming agriculture, we are expecting providing the IoT-enabled irrigation systems for the precision irrigation management, providing the soil moisture sensors or leaf wetness sensors. Then they can do startups with the affordable drip irrigation system like a drip kits where the small areas are there, which area is not trapped. Solar power drip irrigation system is an area where we have not touched too much, but it has the largest potential for the empowerment of youth. Then for the precision irrigation and management practices, youth can develop their mobile app. So you can share the knowledge, or users can subscribe for the precision management in water management as well as nutrition management. Then one of the area is missing where we are saying water scarcity, but the water recycling area is not trapped. So water recycling and filtration area that can be considered for the startups. Then youth can develop this educational platform for the farming community to get the better production through using these micro-irrigation systems. One area, as I remember, Mahendra sir, water storage, smart water storage. That means what? I would like to say, everywhere where the rainfed area is there, water short, the crops lose it due to there is no water available. These young youth can come forward and they can give the hired water storage structures, mobile structures, that they can save their crops as well as they can get better products, more production also. So, otherwise, what happens in rural areas, farmer takes water from the neighbor farmer and he pay for that or give the share of his income. That type of concept This is needed for the rain-fed farming, where in Maharashtra we are sitting 89%, around 82% of area is rain-fed farming. Only 18% area is irrigated farming. That's why there is a very good scope for the youth to come forward to use these smart storage facilities, providing these using this drip, water storage by using this micro irrigation system, low cost drip irrigation system. Another concept is coming gravity irrigation, where the electricity is not available. You can use this gravity drip irrigation systems. That can be there is a very good scope for this gravity drip irrigation. Chain irrigation is doing a lot of work on this issue also. Then the youth can develop the entrepreneurship or business development in micro irrigation, because if you see the journey of the micro irrigation in our country, we started in 1985. Right now we have achieved 16.6 million hectare only. As per task force, you remember, as per task force, 69.5 million is a potential area for the micro irrigation in our country. Out of 69.5 million hectares area, we have achieved only 16.6. That is comes to around 24% only. So there is a lot of scope and potential for this adoption of this micro irrigation technology. If you consider this state as a Maharashtra as such, Maharashtra we say there only 30 lakh hectare area is covered under micro irrigation, in which the 20 lakh hectares under drip irrigation and 10 lakh hectares under sprinkler irrigation. There is a tremendous scope in Maharashtra also for the adoption of the drip irrigation. But what happened to the government, the flexibility and policies of the agriculture department. So farmers are not getting subsidies in the time. So that can be this new business area is developing, that is a use of low thin wall tapes. That in the morning I showed you the where the subsidy is not needed for that product. That is chain turbo stream or class 1, where the thickness is just 0.4 or 6 miles or 8 miles or 10 miles or 15 miles inline tubings are available, where the farmers do not need any subsidy for that. They can adopt this drip irrigation. And one thing is very important, that farmers should understand the drip irrigation not for application of water. It should be always coupled with the use of water soluble fertilizers. It does not mean that you can use the only imported fertilizers. You can use only a traditional fertilizer which are the 100% soluble with water. That example, urea, white MOP, they are 100% soluble. Phosphoric acid is 100% soluble. They can cut down the production fertilizer cost by using this traditional fertilizer with the drip irrigation system. That's why they do not need any highly costly fertilizers and costly equipments also. They can do with this fertilizer tank or venturi assembly also. Like this, they can create a job creation also can be created for the providing this technology to the farmers. Right now, this technology is missing for that. Everybody is not using this. Only farmers are using drip irrigation, but very few farmers are using fertigation. So that in that sector also jobs can be created and skill development programs can be implemented by the youth development. And this can be managed with the collaboration with the agriculture universities. They can provide the technical know-how to the youth, which they are studying here. And the irrigation as such, we have a lot of collaboration with the agriculture universities in our country as well as outside the country. We are working in Harvard Business School also. So we are providing our hardware, or we are making the collaborative research also on their farms as well as our farm, as well as farmers field also. We are doing collaborative research also on and this now apart from the fruits and vegetables, sir, now focus crops is the field crops. Focus crop is field crops, cash crops, where the potential is very high, and adoption of micro irrigation is increasing in these crops also. Like your cotton, sugarcane, your pigeon pea, your maize, because the government is switching to the ethanol project, bioethanol. So their area under corn is increasing very fast. So that's why the corn can be brought under drip irrigation, where the productivity of corn is very low, just 25 quintals or 2.5 tons per hectare in our country. But we have done a lot of research on the corn crop, and we can achieve 10 tons, that 100 quintals of corn per acre. So there is a lot of potential to increase the productivity by using these technologies. Then in this sector, youth can come forward by using these IoT technologies or artificial intelligence technologies. in micro irrigation. So we are providing the automation system in irrigation system. So the automation we are providing for time-based, volume-based, and sensor-based. Like in Tara, I don't know, remember his name, but I visited his stall. But there is a lot of scope for the water management by using the technology AI and IoT. So that's a new areas for the youth for coming the forward for their empowerment as well as transforming in agriculture. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Balakrishna. Now I'd like to request Engineer Lal Bahadur Joshi. Engineer Joshi. Aye. This is, you are from Ribulis Irrigation System. Thank you.
Good afternoon, respected dignitaries on the dais and all my friends. Actually, I'm extremely delighted to be here because I'm the alumni of this university. And today my topic is advancement in automated irrigation system, together with the colossal impact of sustainable agriculture water management. So, little bit about my company, Reolis. Reolis is the second largest micro irrigation company in the world, and we have presence in almost 120 plus countries across the globe. We have 3 R&D centers, one in Israel, one in America, and one in Greece. And in addition to that, we are working with almost 6,000 channel partners and 70,000 users. As far as micro irrigation product range is concerned, because Reolis is a merger of 6 core irrigation companies, we have a wide range of irrigation components available with us, including drippers, drip lines, pressure compensated drippers, suitable for open field, suitable for protected cultivation, and also we have automation products as well. So whatever our farmer needs, we are in a position to fulfill his requirement in terms of irrigation as on today. Okay, so now we all know that as far as United Nations Sustainable Development Goals are concerned, water is in the middle. So we are also heading towards that by increasing water use efficiency and water productivity as well. And we are contributing in achieving those goals as well. Now, as far as micro irrigation is concerned, we all know that with micro irrigation system, we can save water to the extent of almost 40 to 50%. Energy saving is also there, labor saving is also there. We can save on input costs, including fertilizers and chemicals as well. And most importantly, for farmer today to survive in agriculture is important to increase his productivity, and that is how we are with micro irrigation system. We are increasing productivity by 40 to 50% as well. Now, as far as potential for micro irrigation in India is concerned, we all know that the total geographical area of India is 328 million hectares, out of which almost 140 hectares is arable land, and 50% of that, which is close to 69 million hectares, that is irrigated land. Now, that means for micro irrigation, we have a huge potential to bring area under micro irrigation. As on today, we have covered only 13%. We are close to 9 million hectares so far for last 10 years. So we have a long way to go. And what I mean to say here is we have tremendous potential for micro irrigation systems in the years to come. Okay, so here, as we all know that Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana (PM-KSY) it started in year 2015. So in last 8 years, from 2015 to 2013, we have saved almost 1,995 TMC of water. Now, which is, it's a huge saving. And also, if we look at the next 5 years, and if we cover on an average 2 million hectares per year, we can cover almost 10 million hectares, and by uh, by covering 10 million hectares under micro irrigation, we can save more than 2000 TMC water. Now, which is almost close to 10 times of Bhakranangal dam capacity, where the capacity of Bhakranangal is 267 million hectares. In addition to that, there are other savings as well, like water saving and power saving. So now here we have taken a small example of sugarcane, because sugarcane is the second largest crop which consumes water after paddy. It's a highly water guzzling crop, and we have almost 55 million hectares of sugarcane crop in India. So here, with conventional irrigation system, the production that we get in sugarcane is close to 90 tons per hectare, whereas with drip irrigation system we can get almost 150 tons. That means there is a 67% increase in productivity, and in addition to that, we are also saving almost 46% of water, because the annual consumption with conventional irrigation is 28,000 meter cube as against 15,000 meter cube in drip irrigation system. So the water productivity is almost 3.1 times in drip irrigation system as against conventional irrigation. Next. So these are again, see, as I said, I mean, even if we cover 10% of the sugarcane area, which is 5.5 lakh per hectares, we can save almost 252 TMC water, which is again, as I said, close to capacity of Bhakranangal Dam, which is 267 TMC. Okay. So in addition to that, we are also working on the project of paddy, because all of us, we know that paddy is also the highest water guzzling crop, and we are also working with Tamil Nadu Agriculture University in Tamil Nadu in coordination with Temasek Life Sciences. And here also, in addition to water saving, in addition to productivity, the most important crucial factor in rice is methane gas emission. So with drip irrigation system, we are able to control almost 50% of the methane gas emission in with drip irrigation system. Now, in drip irrigation system, the most important is irrigation scheduling, because every crop has got certain water requirement. Now, even if you under irrigate, that is also not beneficial for the crop. Even if you over irrigate, that is also not beneficial for the crop. So what is most important is optimum irrigation, and for that, irrigation scheduling is very important. Now in Devolis, we have one cloud-based software called Mana Irrigation Intelligence. Next. Next. So in Mana Irrigation Intelligence, it's, as I said, it's a cloud-based software, and on the basis of NDVI images, we are giving recommendations to all our customers about irrigation scheduling. Next. Okay. So these are the various satellites we are using for giving these irrigation recommendations. Next. Okay. And this Mana software is extremely user friendly, and we can get these irrigation recommendations through WhatsApp on customer's phone. Next. Okay, now it is very important that once you know the irrigation scheduling, it has to be integrated with automation, because then only you will get the maximum benefit of drip irrigation system. So we have automation systems and automation products available as well. Of course, in automation, we have different types of automations. We have time-based automation, we have volume-based automation, we have fertigation automation, sensor-based automation. So we are dealing with all types of automation systems as well. Next. Yeah, next. This is again, as I said, related to United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and water is at the forefront. Yeah. Okay. So here, what we are suggesting is, because we are consuming almost 1.5 lakh metric ton of raw material per year with drip irrigation system. So if the government is also take some proactive steps in allowing the recycling of the material, so that it can help in environment as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Sorry, today we have. Thank you very much, Engineer Bahadur Joshi. Now I'd like to request Dr. Prabodh Halde. He is Vice President, Marico Industries, Agriculture Food Marketing for Next Generation, Employment and Opportunities. Thank you.
सर कितना टाइम
टाइम मेरे से पूछो कुछ मिलेगा नहीं
बताओ,
आपको,
बताओ,
5
बताओ।
मिनट।
respected dignitaries on the dais and respected dignitaries of the dais, and today's talk is about the startup interaction and the student, and I was talking to my colleague, where are students? I think this whole program is for the student, and I'm really saying that students should have been here, because this is for the future of Bharat, and for the future of Bharat, they should be aware. Can you have a presentation, please? Okay. I always believe the startup is something not bichara. One should not say that startup is doing startup. He has to suffer. He has to do something innovative. There is a Sanskrit Subhashit, Udyameni Siddhanti na Siddhanti Manorathe, na Suptasya Sinhasya, Praveshati Mukhe Mruga. Even the king of the jungle, he also has to hunt. Everybody has to work. You cannot get anything free. There is no free bird. Okay, little bit of, I know that lot of scientific talk we have heard. So I just want to take you to the old college time. How many have done? Go back. How many have done traveling the second class compartment without reservation? Raise the hand, fast. How many have watched the movie one day before the exam? Either. Yes, you all are eligible to be startup. How many have stolen the, हम लोग है ना यहाँ पे हॉर्टिकल्चर था. आई एम अ स्टूडेंट ऑफ दिस यूनिवर्सिटी, दैट्स व्हाई आई केम ऑल द वे. हम लोग चुरा के सर चिकू खाते थे. बहुत अच्छे अच्छे चिकू मिलते थे, एंड द स्वीटनेस ऑफ द चिकू इज अमेजिंग व्हेन यू स्टील दोज. Okay, if you have a quality of this, you are eligible to become a startup, because startup needs this quality. Next, please. Friends, all are senior here. Unless we have a crisis in the life, you cannot have a progression, you cannot have an innovation. भरे पेट innovation हो नहीं सकता है. You have to have some kind of hunger in the belly. If you go into the history, next, Second World War, First World War, because of the crisis, maximum number of patent has been actually filed. Next, look at these companies. They've done the disruption. We need such disruption in agriculture area. Today, the problem is that we only talk about agriculture innovation, but real innovation in agriculture is lacking. We need to have. Next, we need disruption, innovation, and collaboration. Next, we want some company to come into the transforming age, like what has happened with Ola, Make My Trip, Facebook. They have done the disruption. आपल्याला ऍग्रिकल्चर मध्ये डिस्ट्रप्शन हवंय. हमें डिस्ट्रप्शन चाहिए, समथिंग रियली आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स, not something incremental innovation. Next, if we don't innovate, what will happen to the old? What has happened to these companies? Ambassador car, where is that? Nokia phone. If we don't want to get evaporate, we have to innovate. Next, India is a great country. I've traveled more than 35 countries. I'm telling you, we have not been given the importance of the Indian scientist. We only look at the Western. But let me tell you, India is a great country with a great history. We have to look at the India as a India, and it is our own country. Next. In the startup, I will just, next. If you do not innovate, you will evaporate. Next. In startup, what is the most important thing is your unique idea and implementing zeal. In today's time, if you want to look at the startup as a career, you should spend 3 years in your own idea. Otherwise, you will not get the result. Next. Today in the agriculture and food processing, everybody, because of this mobile, selfie, everybody wants to look young. and all the senior people, they look so young today just because of the good food and good living. And there is a good scope in the nutraceutical, Ayurveda, and the good food processing. If you have an idea, there is no use unless you convert that into the kinetic energy, which is execution. Food processing is 80% in the unorganized sector. That's why the challenge is we have to make something into the organized sector and increase that bubble. You require to have a mentor, and that's why I'm saying students are missing out. You would have got the good mentors, and you connect with some new people in your life. They can change the life direction. Startup has a 4 phases: idea, making that idea into the validation, maintenance of the idea, and then scaling up. Next, university should become experimental for the idea, because initial time you do not get into the market. So university can use that as an idea. In our college, food technology college, the incubation center is there. Such thing can help the startup. Science has to convert into the commerce. Without money, पैसे के सिवाय कुछ नहीं हो सकता है. Your paper publication is not used unless you go for the patenting or kind of technology transfer. Today is a VUCA word: volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity. Agriculture is all about VUCA. So everything is uncertain. You have to navigate properly. Next, I will tell you my story in 1 minute only, sir. I did my second PhD at the just last year, taking the problem of the jaggery, which is having a spoilage. Close to 3,000 crore is the spoilage of the jaggery. I took a challenge and found out next. With the low temperature microwave, when you penetrate through the jaggery, the microbial reduction happens to the 3-log reduction without disturbance in the nutrient content. I got a patent, granted patent, and I got the award. What I did with this technology, I handed over this technology to Ministry of Food Processing in the last month to the Delhi, and I've appealed it that you can use this technology, and I've already told our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, I'm ready to give this technology, and I told Shirsagar, sir, already transferred this technology to many of the startups, no commercial interest. Next, I got 2 patents in this, granted patent. Next, and this has been handed over to the Honorable Minister of Food Processing. Friends, last slide. Agriculture, just go back. Agriculture is very unpredictable field. So agricultural technology, food processing is also dependent on the agriculture. So you have to have a hopes. There was a scientist next. His name was Harvard. He did a research. He put the rats into the water beaker, and after 2 minutes he found that all the rats are dead. He removed the rats after 1 minute 58 seconds, the next set, and then he kept them out, and then again he put back into the beaker. He found that rat continued for 30 hours. इसका मतलब ये होता है कि लाइफ में अगर आप किसी को होप देते हो, he will continue to swim. With this, I pass this message. Please help other. Agriculture is very uncertain, and please help students, and that's why we all are here. Thank you. God bless. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you. Now I request Dr. Syed Ismail, his director SIFA, and equally important, he is Secretary General of Asian Association for Agriculture Engineering. Syed.
Thank you, friends. I have prepared, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to present now. You see the tiny URL, SESTAD. You can take the whole program now. What I'm going to do now is 10 minutes test on you. I'm going to teach you something new about all the emerging technologies. So let us try that. After this, you give your performance report. What is important in sustainable technologies is, for example, in fertilizer application, water application. Water, we know, we use more than 80 to 90%. These 2 areas important. Then I see storage and logistics is a real problem. Food waste is 24% actually, storage is we don't have for horticulture crops. So I'm going to show now the technologies available, emerging technologies. It will automatically change, the slides will change automatically. So 10 minutes it is programmed. So this should change in 1 minute automatically, don't need to press. So now you see the industry, what it has to do is what is required for precision farming is the location systems. I remember 15 years back, I did for a big industry. We don't have still in the tractors. We don't have a CAN bus, J1939, which I worked for 25 years. We don't have Indian tractors. They both will cost about 5,000 rupees only. Why tractor industry is not doing is a big question. The next one we require for any of the technology is the village level communication. You can't put 10 SIM cards. So there is different, I don't want to explain detail to it. There are different technologies available. Even recently, what you call the NTN, non-territorial network, LoRa, so many are there. This is the next important thing. These three things industries must do. Now come back to IoT. IoT, we all know, we are not going to teach. Whereas application is the water. Irrigation, I told you 80 to 90% water. We heard about three of the companies talking about it. The cost should be around 75,000 rupees per acre. Then only it will be suitable for the farm. 3,000 in the India for irrigation is nothing. We require 3 million. Storage logistics, controlled environment is another area where we have to work IoT. IoT has sensors and it does control. That's the only thing IoT is can be done by school children. No need for any IT interference. So don't think technology as an engineer, you require IT person. We come to buzzword, big data. Big data is actually storing huge amount of data. Nothing with you guys to do. It's already existing. Blockchain, it's not for you. It's only for an industry. It is a distributed database system. It's already established. You need not worry about it. What you have to worry about regression analysis. Machine learning is nothing but regression analysis. I'm going to show you complete class here within this next 8 minutes. Regression analysis, you see left side, this you know automatically y equal to ax plus b. Exactly the same thing. Come right side, linear regression, what you learn, polynomial regression, support vector, decision tree, random forest, ridge regression, lasso regression, logistic regression. This is called machine learning. Nothing else. Don't be afraid. You can read it. All the engineers, non-engineers can read it. Who knows statistics can understand. I challenge you. If you can't understand, it's because you don't want to, not that you cannot. And regression algorithms used for crop production. Machine learning models become where they are useful. You all of you know already predicting yield prediction, whatever it is. The deep learning is using neural networks. We'll go through that also and understand what is neural network. Example, we are going to use a weed detection again, which are used. We are going to see neural network. Left side, you see there are different parameters given. I think you pressed. Okay, vegetation indices, precipitation, minimum temperature. They all have certain weightage. Each one of the input parameters has a weightage, and there is some offset applied. Then finally, you get the yield estimate. Right side, when you go, this is called neural network. The same input, temperature, insecticide, rainfall, they affect a crop yield. You have something called neuron. Neuron is like a brain, one small cell, which takes input from temperature, certain weightage, insecticide, certain weightage, rainfall, certain weightage. The next neuron takes different weightages for temperature, everything. So this is how your mind works. So this is done by simple mathematical calculation. You have multiple layers of hidden layers. Ultimately, you need not worry about learning all these things. Don't worry. I will show you how without all this knowledge, you will do it. It's going to do it now. So learning this neural network is one day job if you are really serious. You want to get bluffed. This one, another example, neural network, is for a drone spraying. This is actually original research work I'm showing you. Wind speed, intersection angle, flight speed, you calculate flow rate. So this neural network has a lot of layers, hidden layers, you'll read from the article. How it comes from is a Pearson correlation. It's again a mathematics. This mathematics all of us know. we need not go again calculate. Here you see convolutional neural models. Convolutional means just focusing only small parts of photograph images. The left side is, for example, for tobacco crab, 9,300 samples taken. Every photo you take and make a small boundary and give annotation. Right side is done for soybean insect pest photographs. This is the most important. This data we don't have. This we have to collect. Farmers, students with their cell phones, they can collect this data. Then if you do this, you have the machine learning, artificial intelligence in your hand. Nothing else required. Don't worry. Right side you see here, insects again, it's taken. They take from Google, Baidu, everything all. You have the camera, you can use the students to do it. You require 10,000, 20,000, 100,000. Give this one. Next one, everybody is worried about GPT. GPT is not for you. GPT is only will give you some text, which word is following which word, research which are done, those only giving. Now here is a model I'm going to show you. Banana, ripe banana, and draw banana. This is done with 3,000 rupees worth of equipment. Only about 3 Mbps, 3 Mbps camera, MPS camera. Now this is you're using free Google Colab. It's giving free of cost to you. So these are all different blocks you see. Different blocks, you are not writing much code. You'll only variations you will give. Variation, for example, the input data will give you a frame. This is a photograph you have taken. A frame you have to make and write what it is. You have to give like 10,000, 20,000 pictures. Then you have different like database ka. The already functions are available. You have to provide some parameters, which anybody can do it. There's no need for expert to be done. Who knows the domain? Who knows what he's doing about Mango, for example? Only one line, see, is written Python train py. This does the whole training. The training may take days, hours, depending on how fast computer you have. Now, data set and training. Once training is data set creation, then training the model. Models, you need not do it. They are existing already. There's nothing you have to do when you want to go for AI, ML. You can start within few hours. If you really want, I would say probably 4 days of intense will work. This is the final result you will get. This is done in-house by one of my ex-student who did. I think Narendra Shah knows him. So from IIT Bombay, he did this one. So this is exactly 10 minutes. I think I want to show you what is inside. I'll finish within just a few seconds. This is to remove your fear about learning skill. You have to train the trainers, not the students directly. Train the trainers. You be convinced as professors that artificial intelligence is very easy. You don't need experts from outside. You can do by yourself. Thank you.
Well, our first presentation was supposed to be by Mr. Hemant Sikka from Mahindra. We missed him, but I understand Mr. Jujar Singh Virk is here. You want to present? Take about 5 minutes, please come.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed dignitaries, honorable guests, and very warm welcome to each one of you to present here. I'm Jujar Singh Virk, basically agriculture engineer and senior general manager, Mahindra & Mahindra. Before I begin, I would thanks to the organizers, ISAE Vasant Rao Nayak Marathwada Krishi Vidyapeeth Parbani, for inviting me to address a STEAM gathering of 58th Annual Convention of Indian Society of Agriculture. Yes, like doctor said, you have to speed up. In 5 minutes, I have to finish. I just want to ask one question. What would be the world without engineers? And I can say, if you halt on that, engineers transform life every day. Whether you're designing simple staircases or complex rockets, space exploration. India is the birthplace of many brilliant engineers. I would like to give example of Dr. Korean, the architect of Operation Flood, whose vision transformed India into the world's largest milk producer. A true visionary, Dr. Korean commitment, boldness, ability to unite people, and left the mark to the country. And as agriculture engineers, each one of you carries forward the legacy, pioneer achievement that can impact future gathering generations. About, I would like to talk about India agriculture sector. What makes India as a special in context? India's agriculture sector undergoing extraordinary transformation, fueled by integration of cutting-edge technology, poised to revolutionize farm practice. As the world's second largest agriculture, contributes 16% of the GDP and 45% of the workforce. Agriculture is not just industry in India. I believe it's a way of life. Globally, India is expected to emerge as the third largest economy, and with our scale providing leverage on critical issues like climate change, market access, value chains development, and food security. Can India progress by the farm tractors? So as you all people knows, the India is the world's largest tractor producer. Almost 1 million tractor we are selling in India with a CAGR growth of 6%. So tractor has been a cornerstone on Indians farm generation and versatile machine. Despite of that, you know, believe only 4.4% farm household own tractors, with all most of the small holders, they are just dependent on the rentals and manual labors. In present unique opportunity, Indian government has recently approved 14,000 CR of scheme aimed at boosting farm income, integrating technology through digital agriculture, crop science, strengthen agriculture education. As you know, under the program of SMM, recently policy reforms happened where the self-certification subsidy started, reduced burden of Budni reports by reducing the times, will simplify the process and accelerate technology adoption, and keeping India at the forefront on agricultural engineering. Mechanization, we believe mechanization not only just tractor, despite being as a global leader, India has a long way ahead of achieving full mechanization. As you all know, 45% of mechanization compared to India, currently the 45% mechanization there compared to Western Europe, 95%. Mechanization primarily is being limited to land preparation, which are required for intercultivation and post-harvest. Lot of other part mechanization need to be developed. I believe the Make in India can play a vital role in that, driving the development, testing, adoption of reliable, affordable machinery tailored for the local needs. However, India agriculture sector faces additional challenge like soil health deterioration due to excessive fertilizer use, water management remaining pressing issue, and effect of climate change are increasingly. In this context, I believe both the industry and the farming community looks to skilled agriculture engineers, professionals like you, to address the complex need of modern agriculture. The organization like ISAE, we must ensure that India continue to cultivate top agriculture engineers capable of driving nation's agriculture progress. Thank you very much.
Okay, there are requests and recommendation from the organizers here to add name or two. Shrikant Srinivas, जल्दी चलिए साहब, आपको ही फायदा रहेगा. 3 minutes, your message.
Good evening. Good evening to everyone. I am Shrikant Srinivasan. So I belong to from the Daksha unmanned system, the name called the Daksha drones. So we are located in Chennai. So how the drone industry is related to startup as well as entrepreneurs, self-entrepreneurs is come to that. Because in that, you have to see that first you have to become a drone pilot. So licensed drone pilot, there is a category called a small and medium. So small and medium, you have to train as a drone pilot training. Then you become a licensed pilot. Later, you can get an employee from any of the company as well as in farm sectors. The another one is you also get a train the trainer. What already somebody spoken as an instructor. So instructor training is actually is a you additional 10 days you become theoretical as well as what is the about the drone as well as flying license everything under know of that. The based on that you can become the instructor. So you will get a the trainer from the training schools. So there is another category. This is the actually how become a, as a student is upcoming students getting the opportunity to get the drone industries. So next level, then to the employment. So if you become a pilot means on an average, you will get the per month is a 15 to 30,000 up to range of based on the your day-to-day requirement of the OEM people. So another one is that the train the trainer. You also get a handsome salary from that, the train the trainer from the training schools. And third one is if you train drones from OEM, the process, drone process as well as maintenance and parts as well as assemblies, everything if you know about that, then you also become as a well professionalist as a pilot come the service engineer. So these all the opportunity in the drone industries. Then come back to that finance. So let us come to the government subsidy first, then come to the finance. The government subsidy is such a way is that. So as per the government policy, the central government is the 40% is at the general category, 50% for the SC/ST category, and 70% for the ABO. So apart from that, there is Namo Didi program. Already everybody know that as a empower women group. So they will also get a 80% of the value as well as up to the 8 lakhs. So these are the opportunities available in that as a subsidy scheme. Then come to that, how do you earn it? DOS. DOS means as a drone as a service. You can use as a drone as a service to everywhere. You can, for average 15 to 20 acres, you can spray and you can earn handsome money. And Indian, an average of the spraying, I mean, number of days is 180 to 200 days. Apart from that, you can also learn from that service part of the view, across the entire drone industries having populated is in this across the country. Everywhere you cannot send back to the location and save the service. So that service engineer become a very good opportunity for the futuristic in the drone industry. I have a small kind of the time only, so thank you for that good opportunity.
Thank you, thank you. Well, the last one is Dr. Uday Deshmukh. थोड़ा तेज चलिए साहब. Take only 3-4 minutes.
गुड इवनिंग. शायद आप मेरा आवाज़ सुन पाओगे क्योंकि साउंड सिस्टम इतनी खराब है कि नीचे आवाज़ ही नहीं आ रहा सुबह से. दैट्स द फैक्ट. So I am from Additional Director, Agribusiness and Rural Transportation Project funded by World Bank and the State Government of Maharashtra. I will take max 3-4 minutes to brief the audience and the honorable industry people and the research authorities regarding the infrastructure we have developed. Is a sort of opportunities for the industry people to work for or to give the services. Our is a smart project is a 2100 crore projects. It's a 7 year project. And most of the activities are this is the institutional capacity development for agriculture transformation, supporting enterprise growth, building risk management and mitigation, and these are the major components. There are almost 11 implementing agencies which are working in agribusiness and rural transformation projects, ranging from food production, food safety, to export infrastructure development at airports like X-ray scanning and all those things. We are developing X-ray scanning, installing X-ray scanning at Nagpur, Pune and Mumbai airports. Sir, we have, this project is mainly for farm producer companies and farm producer organizations. These are the main clients. We are now working more than 1,500 farm producer organizations and mainly working on these CBOs. And we have sanctioned more than 1,500 crore projects to be established in the coming year. Major infrastructure we have developed so far, this has 4,23,000 metric tons warehouses, onion storage structures, cold chain components, primary processing, dal mill, oil mills, rice mills, custom hiring centers, and the cattle feed units. It's an integrated end-to-end value chains. And apart from this, we are also supporting the innovative digital interventions. We have identified shortlisted more than 73 digital agriculture technology providers, and we are connecting them with our FPOs, and we are also sponsoring them to adopt these digital agriculture technologies for the regular management and for their businesses, and we are assisting them their annual service fees for 1 year. And we are developing models to sustain all those initiatives. Sir, this is the main 3 slides which are based on our feedbacks while working with CBOs and at ground levels. We expect from the industry, State Agriculture University and agri-engineers to provide us manuals for commodity-wise standard workflow-based machineries. But because we find a lot of spurious machineries or China-based machineries or China-based processes are getting down up to the ground root level, because we procure all those technologies in a transparent way with national bidding. So a good sign recently, we are getting some good machineries. Yesterday only in Ahmednagar, I have found a Haryana technology provider established a totally automated solution for dal mill, which is you can hardly find in Maharashtra. It's mostly manual based dal mills. So commodity-wise standard workflow will ensure quality infrastructure development, then quality standards and specifications for farm equipment and machineries. Same thing I was saying about dal mills, because dal mill, you get a Sortex machine, China-based Sortex machine up for 8 to 9 lakh rupees. On the contrary, market requirements and the standards, they demand such quality of machines or such specifications which cost around 42 to 45 lakhs for color Sortex. Same thing about dal mills. You can get dal mill for 80 lakhs and you can get dal mills in crores. So these things definitely matters. New trends and innovative machineries for these work processes are also needed. And as we are going for national level bidding, is definitely we need to contact such bidders for better specifications, better quality machineries. So a directory of accredited manufacturers for processing machineries is definitely a need. Then standard structural requirements for civil infrastructure for commissioning. Mostly it happens that after getting the machinery specifications or machinery procurement, after procurement, we find that the civil structure erected by these chartered engineers is not sufficient for these machineries. The specification doesn't match. So This need also. Then standard operating procedures for sustainable operations. Then manpower skill development we have covered a lot of, because this MPKV or Marathwada Krishi Vidyapit has a very good experiment of this drone pilot training institutes. That has a very good impact on drone adoption in grassroots level. Then best practices for food processing unit, effective validation and testing of farm and post-harvest equipments, renewable energy technologies in cold chains and warehouses. We have more than 300 proposals in pipelines where we will be sanctioning after code of conduct is over. We have worked out a work process, standard work process with Mahavitaran. We have established 2 pilot projects, one in Parbhani and one at Dhule, and we'll be sanctioning. We are going in a big way because it's a climate resilience is a major component for World Bank funding. Promoting and adoption of innovative processing products. I was going through this 7-year and I find that there are a lot of innovative products like a banana packaging material with wheat flour addition, then this moringa fortified wheat flour. This will totally change the dynamics of crop production and crop economics. Such products will definitely, because when you find in 2 years we have developed more than around 5 lakh metric ton warehousing capacity, every another CBO going for warehouses and cleaning grading. But we need such sort of innovative products to be adopted for better sustainability of these projects. Then innovative digital technologies for custom hiring centers, because I know this, we have Mahindra, we have John Deere, we have TAFE, and for custom hiring we have established almost 300 custom hiring in our projects. And apart from this, we have this Magnet World Bank ADB sponsored Magnet project and World Bank sponsored climate resilience project. We have developed a lot of infrastructure and lot of custom hiring centers, but the management part is missing. Management part and is a financial management. These things are missing in custom hiring centers. 1 minute, sir, just two sentences. And as this is the theme of our conference, we should initiate an internship program for agri-engineers with our CBOs. That will definitely benefit the students and the CBOs. Then market linkages is a usual phenomenon of our project. So the internship for agri-engineer students, that will be a learning experience for both of us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Deshmukh. I think we come to the close of presentations. I have a request from the President of ISAE, Dr. S.N. Jha, to make a 2 minutes intervention. He has asked for 2 minutes, so please note 2 minutes, okay?
So, thank you very much, sir, for giving 2 minutes time, and I will take probably only 1 minute. As Dr. Keswan said, that what is the problem, and problem in IPR sharing. IPR sharing problem, there is no problem from ICRA Government of India side. I will tell you as a DDG, whatever terms and conditions mutually we can agree, ICR institutions are ready to work, at least in engineering division. In morning I said, we are even ready to offer you the buildings, rooms, to open your lab in collaboration with our people. And we can sit together, have a terms and condition final, MOU signed, start working. We have the working model in Sirkat, Mumbai, which Bajaj Steel, since 20 years. Whatever machinery is coming, Bajaj Steel is manufacturing, design, and modification are being done by Sirkat, and it is working perfectly since many years. So similar kind of things. Unfortunately, ये सेशन जो था इंडस्ट्री एकेडमी कोलैबोरेशन कैसे हो इस पर डिस्कस है, लेकिन हम ज्यादातर प्रचार ही किए हैं. ज्यादातर कंपनी अपने अपने काम का प्रोफाइल का प्रचार किए हैं. तो अच्छा है, उससे भी हमारा नॉलेज हुआ, हम नॉलेज गेन किए हैं और हम उस दिशा में काम करेंगे. लेकिन हम एक दूसरा ऑफर देते हैं इंडस्ट्री को, जो विद इन 3-4 मंथ सिट टुगेदर, जो बड़े लोग 4-5, आप हमारे चैम्बर में आइए या आप अपने चैम्बर में हमें बुलाइए. हम ISAE से 4-5 लोग या ICR से आके स्ट्रेटजी बने जो आपका क्या प्रॉब्लम है और हमारा क्या है। IRI में हम लोगों ने पिछले साल आई पास इंडस्ट्री प्रॉब्लम पर किया, लेकिन एक भी इंडस्ट्री नहीं आया, सबको खुशामद किया, लेकिन भाग लेने कोई नहीं आया। 1-to-1 डिस्कस योर प्रॉब्लम, 1-to-1 गिव द ऑफर। आई एम 100% श्योर जो हमारे जो साइंटिस्ट हैं या हमारे बच्चे जो हैं, दे कैन डू। जितने आप दूसरे डिसिप्लिन पर खर्चा करते हो ना, उससे ज्यादा कम खर्चा में हमारे लोग अच्छे काम कर सकते हैं। एक ये रिक्वेस्ट है। दूसरा रिक्वेस्ट है, जो आप अपने अपने कंपनी में एग्रीकल्चरल इंजीनियर को आप नौकरी देके एक बार देखो, तो यदि कोई घाटा लगता है तो आप मुझे कह के देखना। यू कैन पनिश मी फॉर एनीथिंग। आई एम 100% श्योर दैट एवरीवन विल डू बेटर देन एनी अदर इंजीनियर, एनी अदर डिसिप्लिन। बट एग्रीकल्चर इंजीनियर मालिक है, चेयरमैन है, CMD है, but they are not selecting the agriculture engineers. My request to do that and collaborate with the institution, not only see the short-term business, see the long-term vision, so that we can flourish and India can become really true industry and academia partnership. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Jha. It's a little long, 2 minutes, but wonderful. Now let's, I think there are very important requests he made, that we need partnership and effective partnership. Dr. Mayande, do you want to? Okay. Thank you for giving that time to the public. I think I like to conclude by saying the session is concluded. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. We might have a photograph of the industry group, if you like one. हाँ? एक अच्छा फोटो ले लेना भाई इस पूरे ग्रुप का. हाँ?
All members are requested to get fresh, and we will start our GB in the same hall at 6:15. 6:15 बजे हम GB यहाँ शुरू करेंगे, जो हमारा इंटरनल बिजनेस है।